Have you ever asked the question, why do we move the way we move? I have asked that question many times, and I have been finding some very interesting answers. In my career, I have studied the reasons why we move the way we move. From historical, philosophical, biological, all the way to the building of a style, of a certain lineage of movement, the influence that the music has in all of this. And these answers are part of my life. They are part of why I practice capoeira. I combine the question why with two other questions. There is a trinity for me, which is how, when, and why. Sometimes these questions can be asked completely separated from each other. Other times they are very entangled. How do I do this movement? When do I do this movement? Why do I do this movement? Of course, the question, why do I do this movement? It's much more philosophical. It can apply to why do I do that in relation to the other, rather than just how I do a certain movement. So the video you're going to see, guys, is a class, and it touches upon one detail. It touches upon the role of the arms as continuity of the body. So sometimes my arm is moving a certain place because my body went there, and then my body stopped and the arm continued with that energy. So for me, there is a very clear difference between this and this. And that creates a kind of texture that allows me to come back more, allows me to be more cunning, because I can go that way, arms continue, the body's coming back, and then the arm continue. That's very much a snake-like behavior. One part of the body pulls, another part follow. A jaguar. Stay tuned, as there are many classes following. This is going to be part one of this idea of why do we move the way we move. These videos that I create, guys, they are for inspiration, for archive, and to create a revolution in the way that we think. A revolution in the sense of bringing meaning and purpose to how we practice and understand capoeira. Please like this video, help me to share and comment. Hello. First thing to say is that I started from a simple step, and then I thought, that's actually holding me, so pulling me this way. That creates another texture. And then I'm also thinking, my arm is representing an extension of this feeling. And even the words I'm using, the arm is representing an extension of the feeling. Ah, okay, so that means that these arms now, they make sense. And why is that important? Well, because now by you knowing more what this is representing, it gives you an extra string to your bow. It makes you more familiar with what you're trying to master. Because you're not just moving your arms because of copying me. You're now moving your arms because your body is telling you to move your arms. So it's this feeling here. Ooh. Yeah? So if we go to the floor and we stay on our knees for this part, just like that. Yeah, we're just going to learn an idea here, guys. We're not going to stay too long on the knees. But basically, I want you to go, you're dancing here, you're moving like that, and then your arms reach a little bit more. So I'm going here. It's starting very deep here. I'm going here, and it's arms extending. Arms extending. Now, what's more interesting, arms extend, but then they pull back. There's a counter movement to that. So it doesn't even just end there. It doesn't end there. It comes back here. So if I take the arms away, I'm just dancing. I'm just doing this movement. But whoa, e volta, e para trás, e para frente, all of this texture. Okay? I'm gonna go there. That's dragging there. The arm extend. And then as I come back, I'm going to use the same idea to this leg now. So to make it simple, stay in parallel. When you get to do this, you're going to be in diagonal, but stay in parallel for now. So if I go this way and I drag, this leg cannot move. and then I come back, and now this leg cannot move. You see what I mean here? This leg cannot move. So we've got all of this, whoa, e-pull, 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 e-pull. Okay, so that movement is much more substantial, right? It's not just move side to side. It's not just that. There's substance now. There's a substance between. Extend. Then when I come back, I pull this leg. But now here, it's so much, and I go to the floor. So this is what you get so far. You get a pull from here. And then from here, we're going to switch leg, and we go forward, releasing to a Habjahaya. Come back up, open. Let your body fall towards the inside of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and of course, 4 is here. And ginga.